everyone, and how are you guys doing today? Hope you are having a happy and jolly day today so far. Welcome back. I'm so glad to have you. Sorry, I know we are getting ready to go into November favorites. I'm so sorry that we are finally getting into November favorites because this probably should have done like last week. But you know how things happen, so you know the drill. If you guys are interested and you want to know what my November favorites were, then stick around and let's do it together. Okay guys, so we are ready to dive into November favorites, but before we get started, let's just throw this out there. Can we talk about this look? Can we talk about it? Let's talk about this look, because this look is fabulous, fabulous. And I'm going to go over one of the palettes that I used to achieve this look with this lip. I mean, the whole thing. I'm feeling it, loving it. Okay, and so also too, so what I did was I added some of my mom's, if you guys are new to my channel, my mother passed away 2 years ago. And so she collected dolls and angels and, she was one of the things she used to collect, little cherub, which is like a little angel, but she used to collect a lot of those. So anyway, so these are some of her dolls back here in the back. So I just decided to throw in a little bit of my mother in there. I just felt like something was missing, and since we're kind of doing this little bit of a childhood theme slash fairy tale type thing is going on this year, I thought I would throw it in the back. Please let me know down below if you think it's a little bit too tacky or not. I mean, I just kind of like having a little bit of her Holly Hobby dolls behind me. We did get the Strawberry Shortcake collaboration with Glamlight that will be coming soon, and I do have the Strawberry Shortcake dolls. So we will be having those probably in there too. So anyway, just let me know what you guys think. And with that said, then let's dive on in. And just to let you know, I did cut my hair a little bit too short because I cut my own hair. And I went a little crazy with the scissors. So I went a little crazy. So I'm a little bit shorter than what I wanted to be. But you know what? It's okay. Because we had to retouch up everything anyway. My gray and all that kind of stuff. I was retouching it up to give it I hate it when it gets a little uneven. So we fixed that up. So just throwing that out there. But anyway, you like the nail polish too? We did a little bit of it's a holiday, I forgot what it's called. It's one of the OPI colors. It's a really pretty color. And then I put the Chanel gold one over top of it. It's really pretty. So enough of that. So let's dive into some favorites for the month of November. And first of all, I think I will start off with something a little bit more on the body side first, just to kind of start it off that way. So I wanted to talk a little bit about this. This is called the Dove Body Love. It has peptide serum in it. It's a pure pre-cleanse shower butter. And what you do is you actually get in the shower and you wet yourself, and you kind of and you put this lather, or kind of put it all over you, and you kind of lather it up a little bit, and then you rinse it off, and then you follow it with your normal shower cream or shower gel that you use. I have this one, I forgot which, there's two different kinds. This one is the one for it's an age embrace, and then I think they have another one. I got this one at Target, but down below I will make sure that I leave, if I can find it on Amazon a little bit cheaper. I try to get you guys the cheapest price down below in my codes. So if I find it a cheaper price on it, or Walmart or whatever, I'll put it down there if I can find it, because I think it was this was maybe $8, $7 or something. It wasn't too bad, and you get there's a 10 ounce in it. This stuff is really good. I've noticed a difference without it. It is really cool. It's very whipped, just whipped, as you can see, and it smells really, this one smells really I think it smells kind of clean. It's not overly heavily perfumed or what have you. It's just, there's the one that's a little bit cleaner than this one. This one does have a little bit more smell than the other one does. But but these are really cool. I didn't know if you guys had noticed it. Sometimes there's so much stuff out at the in the drugstores, and actually in Target and Walmart, we just get overwhelmed with all the stuff there. But Dove comes out with some really cool stuff, and I've really liked it so far. It's worked really well. It does kind of make a difference when you do shower. So anyway, just throwing that out there. If you guys want to check this out, it's really, really nice. And with that said, let's dive into a primer. So one of the primers that I picked up with, I actually forgot who it was that I was watching, but there was somebody that I was watching, and they were actually talking about this La Base Illuminatrice. It's a glowing makeup primer, moisturizing priming from Chanel. I actually really like this, guys. It's really, really pretty. It comes in, it's a 1 full ounce. I think it's about $45. It's a typical Chanel price. And it's very, it's got a really really kind of a thick consistency to it. But it goes into the skin really lightly. It's a little bit different than some of the other Chanel illuminators or brighteners. Those are a little bit more liquidy. This one actually kind of feels a little more creamier. But that's kind of what it makes your skin look really pretty. It gives it like a really beautiful glow. It does dry down. It starts off a little wet and then it does dry down. It's a really beautiful primer. I've really enjoyed using it. I like to do my Dream Skin a lot by Dior. I like to put that on in the center. And then I'll go around the outer perimeters and put this around my face. Today, I didn't use this one today. I actually used the e.l.f. is what I used underneath. I did a little bit of that one because I really enjoyed that one too. But this is a really beautiful primer, and I've really, really been enjoying it. That said, let's just dive into a little bit of foundation. So we'll do a little foundation and a little bit of powder. So I did pick up a newer foundation in the month of November, and that was the Shiseido Future Solution LX, and this is the Total Radiance Foundation. It has a broad spectrum of SPF 20. I've been on a Shiseido journey lately. I have really... I've gotten a lot of samples from Shiseido and some stuff I have bought, but I've completely switched over to Shiseido skincare. I've been now using it well over a month. I'm thinking about I want to give it one more month before I give you guys the full tea on the whole brand, as far as skincare goes, because I have tried every single moisturizer, serum, everything, sunscreen, everything they have. I've tried it all. I've tried all their cleansers. I've tried everything because I was able to get a lot of samples in some of them. And then the ones that I really, really enjoyed, I actually went back and just got like a full size of it. But I'm thinking about giving you guys a full review on that. So we can go over to the full skincare and let you know what I've been really using that I've really been enjoying. But I definitely feel like I can see a difference in my skin. It has been really cool. But with that said, this is an extension of the skincare. So the Future Solution is it's Shiseido's very exclusive brand. So it's a little bit more of a hoity-toity, the more uppity, a luxurious brand that they have. Not that the whole line is not luxurious, because it is, but this is a little bit more up there, kind of like Chanel Sublimage. It's kind of like La Prairie. It's like Estee Lauder Renutrif. It's like Lancome Absolute. It's like a lot of those kind of brands, Dior Prestige, a lot of like that. So this comes in it, like there's not many colors. I want to say, I'll link my video up here if you guys want to check it out, but I think there was like maybe 10 shades in it. I knew that a lot of them were kind of out of stock whenever I reviewed this foundation. I did find it at Macy's, and they had a lot of the shades in stock that they do carry, but there's only like a certain variety. And if you are any darker than me, you won't be able to use this foundation because they don't have enough shades in it. Unfortunately, I have the darkest one, and I have the shade Rose 4, and this is what it looks like this. And even it might look dark in the container. It's really not. It's very, it's got a really beautiful consistency though to it. It's like a cream, but it kind of goes down to like a natural finish. It's like you would think it would be very dewy, but it's not. It reminds me a lot of the Clé de Peau Radiant Foundation. They did reformulate that one, so I have not retested it since. So I don't know if it's, I'm sorry, I've got makeup all over. I was just wiping it off. But I have not tried that one since they've reformulated it, but I did not like that one at all. I felt like it was very matte on my skin. And it was like, and it was extremely expensive. It was like $260. This one's around the $90 range. But this is kind of like what it you see it has a really pretty glow to it. It's got like a really pretty undertone to it, but it does on the skin, especially on my face, because my body, my hands especially, they get lighter than the rest of my body because I wash them so much and use so much alcohol. But the rest of my body, it's a little bit lighter, and I have to even use a little something with it. But I've really been enjoying it. It's not my favorite foundation. I don't think I would make you guys go run out, or I don't want to say make you, but I don't really consider myself an influencer, but I would probably say, I would get if you can get a sample of it, I would get a sample of it and try it first. Unless Shiseido's having a big sale like they did over the holidays, had like a 30% off, or something like that, or maybe Macy's is having a special or something, and you want to really, if you want to pick it up, if you like cream makeup, it definitely will last a long, long time because it's a 1.2 ounce, so it's very, very very heavy, very weighted, and it's got a lot in there, and you only need a little bit of it. You don't need a lot of it, but it gives a really beautiful medium coverage. But I think it's a little bit, I have to add a little bit more oil to it to actually give it a little bit more of the slip that I like, because it does, again, remind me a little bit of the Clé de Peau. But with that said, then I also got the powder to go with it. So this is the Future LX powder. This is the loose powder. It only comes in one shade, so it only is in translucent. It comes with a puff in the inside. I don't have the puff in it. I took it out, but but this is what it kind of looks like. It leaves a really beautiful glow on the skin, and it's brightening. It's very brightening. So it's got a brightening effect to it. You can see what I put over the foundation. You see it's got like almost a holographic type diffusion on it, but it still looks, when you put it on, it's still powder and it still looks matte. So when you put it on, it looks matte, but it still has like a little bit of this glow that comes through. It's a really beautiful powder. I've been using this powder probably almost every day, probably for the powder everywhere. I've been using this powder like almost every day for probably about the last 2-3 weeks since I got it. And I've really enjoyed it. It is really pretty. The container is cute. It is very Shiseido. It looks very bougie, but it does get messy. It's a loose powder, so it will get messy if you're not careful. Of course, the sponge is supposed to fit down and then top of it. I don't like leaving a puff in my products unless it has something to cover it, and this one does not. And it will go everywhere, just like you saw. So you have to be careful with that. So just be careful with it. But it's a really good powder. So if you're looking for, I don't know if I would say really dry skin, because I think you still need to spray it, and you would have to make sure you use something really dewy or radiant, because this will look a little bit matte on a dry skin, or you just use it really sparingly and not much. If you only use it sparingly, it does remind me a lot of like the La Prairie powder. It reminds me a lot of that one, like the loose powder. And that one is like, I think it's $150 or something like that. This one was around the $60 or $70 range, so it's a little bit less expensive, and it is a really, really good powder. It's nothing like the Lancome Absolute powder, because that one's a little bit more sparkly, a little bit more shimmery. This one's got just a radiance from within. It's a very unique kind of powder, so I've never seen a powder like this one, but I have really been enjoying this one, and it is a really beautiful powder. So if you're looking for a really good transparent, translucent powder with a little bit of like a radiance from within kind of glow, you may really, really enjoy this one. It may be something you might want to pick up. So now we are going to talk about something that is a little bit off the makeup table, but just a little bit. But I did pick up this, and I did not share this with you guys, but obviously you've seen it in the backdrop, and that is my the Cinderella slipper. This is from Spectrum Cosmetics. They did a collab with Disney's Cinderella, and they did a whole eyeshadow, blush, all that kind of sort of stuff. I did not pick up that one because I have the one from Sigma, as you can see back here, and I also have the one from iHeart Revolution. I have that one as well, and so I really didn't feel like the makeup collection, but however, this, guys, is just stunning. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. The detail in this product is so beautiful, and it came in this really beautiful blue box back here, and it had this really beautiful deep royal blue color all in the inside of it. It was like a pillow it sits in, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. This is just beautiful, and you can see the little heart does come off of it, but you could just put it in. You're supposed to be able to put your makeup brushes in it, so you're supposed to put your makeup brushes down in it like that, so you can set your makeup brushes in it. I will not be putting my makeup brushes on this, because she's too special for makeup brushes. Okay, and not only that, but you would only be able to get like 3 or 4 in it. You can't hold a lot of the brushes in it, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful product. I forgot how much it was, and it's not available anymore. They've already came back with it twice. They've already tried to restock it twice, and it's already sold out. This is the first thing that sells out each time. So just that in mind. If you can go on Spectrum and look on their website, I'll leave it down below if you guys want to go over and look and see if maybe you can sign up for emails or anything. But it's just really a beautiful product. If you love fairy tales, or if you love really beautiful, if you collect things, and you like really beautiful things that are like this is a hard plastic, but it looks like crystal. It almost looks like something like Swarovski would probably pull it, but it doesn't. It's just the way the light catches it, but it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful, heavy weighted, type of hard plastic that they made it out of, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And you can see now, you can see the slipper back in the back, how pretty it looks. That is the blue that it did come with, and it also had the little stand that it came in with. I also have that with it on it as well, and it fits in a pillow in the box, so it is really beautiful. But if you wanted to display it, it is really pretty, and I just think with the pumpkin and everything, it looks really gorgeous, and it kind of goes with the whole theme. So anyway, I'm just still admiring this look. And, you know, and speaking of which, it's like, you know, I'm ready to tell you what colors that I have on my face. So this is a collection that I have been really obsessed with, and that is the Wizard of Oz collection with Kylie Cosmetics. So with the collection, it came with a palette, with this beautiful, it has the Dorothy, and she's in the field of poppies. If you guys didn't see my review on it, I will leave that up below if I can remember to put it up there. But inside of the palette, it has, like, you know, all of the little clan all up there, and then it has like each one of the eyeshadows are named after, you know, a character in the movie. You know, it has a highlighter and a blush in it, as well as it came with a lipstick collection. She had a little lippy that is in it as well. These, as well as the Wicked lip tint, which went viral on TikTok, and everybody lost their mind over it, but it's just really super beautiful. So anyway, just really briefly, this is like the most funnest palette. I've been using this like nonstop. The blush, I absolutely love it. I've been using it nonstop. Today I have on, I'm melting. I did it like right around the edges, and we did, this is Crystal Ball. I did in a crease, and then I did Wild Poppy over top of it, and then we put Cowardly Lion. I packed Cowardly Lion all over it, and then did the highlighter right here in the inner corner with black, and then with lashes, and it just looks super, super stunning, absolutely beautiful. And then on my lips, I actually did MAC Strip Down Liner. I did a lip liner with it, and then the lippies there's 3 of them. One is like a pinky brown, which is the one that I have on. This is the one I have on, and she is called Over the Rainbow. And then this one is called There's No Place Like Home, and she's like a nude. And then there's another one that's called Click Your Heels, and it's like a red. Absolutely beautiful. They're really pretty. They stay on really well. I didn't have this when I did originally the review, but I saw them. They went to Ulta, and I just loved the collection so much. I was like, I wanted to pick up the lips to go with it because it's just so, so pretty. And also there was another lippy that came with it, and that is Ruby Slipper, and it is the most beautiful red. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful holiday red. Last time I checked, these were still on the Ulta site and on the Kylie site. The lippies, these and this, and the palette is still there. However, this one is called, I forgot what it's called. It's called Emerald City. This one, it's sold out. They came back twice with it. It also came out, I've got another one on the way. I actually was able to grab another one. Ulta got it back in restock again, and I went in and I got a second one because I am obsessed with this. And I don't like to use that word obsessed. I don't like using it, but I'm going to tell you guys, I am literally, this is like all I've been using. I've been using it consistently on my lips at work because I just love it, because it's like a lip tint, but it gives your skin, but it leaves almost kind of a little bit like a lip oil, but then it dries down, but then it kind of gives your lips a little, it gives a color. And the more you put it on, the more pinker it gets. And you can even use this on your cheeks. You can use it anywhere. I will try my best to leave it down below. I don't know if she's going to restock it again. I don't know if Ulta's going to get it again. I know that this was a limited edition collection, so I don't know if they're going to come back and stock again or not, but this has just been so much fun, and I just absolutely love it. And I've just been so in love with this collection. And I know I've heard so many people say that they did not, when they do their Will I Buy It, so like, oh my God, this is just the most boring palette ever or whatever, but I just absolutely loved it. I'm just loving every color in it. I love the pigment. I love the way that it works. Everything works beautifully. There's no patchiness. I mean, it's just really good. Now, I've never used Kylie Cosmetics before, so I don't know I've never used anything else previous to, other than maybe 1 or 2 pieces of the skincare, so I have nothing to compare it to, but I absolutely love this palette. It's just gorgeous. The collection is just beautiful to me, and I just love it. So anyway, that is just from the bottom of my heart, because I just love it so much. So this is one of my most favorite products of November. November, probably all year. I've just really enjoyed this so much. Now let's talk a little bit about something that I already have and something that I got last month, but I've really been using it a lot too, and that is the Chanel Sublimage Le Corrector concealer, and it is like, and also I've been using a lot with my Tarte creaseless concealer. I cannot get away from this concealer, guys. It's just still my favorite of all. It is just like the best concealer ever. But I've been mixing it because this shade is lighter with the darker shade, because I have this one in a couple different shades, and I use this to mix with other ones to give it a little bit more dewy or a little bit more radiance to balance it out. And this color is a little darker than this one, so when I mix it together, it's a beautiful combination together. Absolutely love this concealer. It's really beautiful. It's very hydrating. It looks very pretty underneath the eye. It's very flattering. It lasts all day. I think I talked about it in my October favorites too, but I've really been using it more, and I just really enjoy it. The only thing I hate about it is the packaging. It's just messy. The packaging is messy because it just gets all over the lid. It's just messy. It just gets everywhere. But it is a really beautiful concealer. I mean, I wouldn't say that you guys need to go out and spend $90 to get this. But I mean, but if you are a dry, mature, under eye person and you have a really hard time finding a really good concealer and you want something with really beautiful treatment in it, because Sublimage is just such a beautiful line. The skincare and the makeup is just really beautiful. I would definitely give this a check out. It might be worth your time. I mean, but I would go to the counter. I would look at the colors. I would play with it first and see if it's something that you want to purchase. Maybe they could even make you a sample or give you something of it. You might enjoy that a little bit better, and then test it out on yourself first and then see if you want to spend that kind of money on it. But it's just an absolutely beautiful product. And when I mix these two together, it's just gorgeous. So this I've always had. This I've always kept. This was just new as of last month, I believe. So I mean, but I've just been using it this way, and I've just really been loving the combination. So next up, let's talk about what I have on my cheeks. So this is the Juvia's Place. This is Blushed Rouge. Now this went viral on TikTok. This particular color that I'm using it's Volume 4, and she is a humongous, I mean, it's a really big blush. And they've got like, I think like 8 or 10 compacts just like this, but in different shades. But this is delectable, beautiful blush. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say they're $19, I believe, 19 or 18. I'll leave it down below. I can't remember. But these are most beautiful matte. They're matte shades. They're not radiant. They don't have a radiance to them, but they just blend into the skin so beautifully. Look at that, how pretty. It almost has like just the way that the pigment is just so intense and so beautiful, but it gives you the most beautiful flush. So when you look at it, it looks really scary when you look at it, but when you put it on the skin, look, when I mix those two together, look how beautiful that is. It's such a beautiful, wintry, flushy color, and anybody can wear this color. Like, you could be the lightest to the light to the darkest of the dark and wear something like this. It's just a beautiful, beautiful blush. And not only that, but the price tag on it is really good. You get a lot of product in it. I want to say that it's 16.8 gram worth of product in it. So you get a lot. You get a really cute mirror in the inside of it too, but they're just really super huge. And they have a beautiful colors. They have beautiful fruit punch colors. They have a coral, there's a brown, there's like a bunch of different colors in it. And I've never tried anything from Juvia's Place. This is my first time ever trying anything from the brand, but it is a really beautiful blush. So I can see why it went viral on TikTok and all the kids went nuts over it. And I've really been enjoying it. So this may be something, if you're looking for really beautiful blush and you like matte blush and you like really beautiful colors in it, you might want to check them out. They're at Ulta, and they have a whole section of really beautiful colors, and I've heard that their eyeshadows are really beautiful as well, but it's just a really beautiful blush, and I'm really enjoying it. There's a collection that I got from ColourPop, and this is the Not a Box of Chocolate collection, and they have like lip lacquers, and then of course they came out with the lipsticks. So the lipsticks, I think there was 4 of the lipsticks, there was 3 of the lacquers, and then there was this palette here. So this is the most cutest collection. It is so cute and most beautiful neutral chocolate palette. absolutely stunning. It's so pretty. I think they still have the palette on the site. I don't know about the lip lacquers or the lipsticks. I'll have to look and see. I know that they did sell out of the lipsticks at one point, but I don't know if they want to bring them back or not. And then I do know that they also came out with the lip lacquers, and I don't know if they ran out of those either. So I'll have to look, and I'll leave it down below if it is. But but it is just such a beautiful palette, so gorgeous. And I want to say it was around, I think it's $24 or $20 maybe, I can't remember. But look at these pigments are just so beautiful and so rich and so pretty. So if you like a really beautiful bronzy brown, really, it's got warm browns in it, and it also has some cool browns in it. It's just a really lovely palette, and it's so super cute. I thought it was going to be more of it looks like more of a Valentine's Day collection, but it is a really beautiful collection, and the lippies are great. These stay on really well. They're kind of like a lacquer and a gloss together, and then the lipsticks are just really pretty. I didn't bring all of them out, but this one's just Hazelnut About You, and it's just a really beautiful chocolatey goodness collection. A shout out to my girlfriend Glam Girl Chelsea, because she had got the collection in PR and she did it, and she was just knocked off her socks on how great it was. And I just was just so I was like, because I had seen it, but I wasn't gonna pick it up, but I was just so astounded about how beautiful it was. I was like, oh my God, this is a really beautiful collection. And I don't have any colors like this, believe it or not. And you would think that I probably would, but I don't. So I'm really happy to have this palette in my collection. It's absolutely gorgeous. We'll definitely have to pull it out again around Valentine's Day or around that time frame and do some chocolate looks with it, because it's really beautiful. I know that it just kind of fit the theme because it's around the fall theme, I guess, but in the Thanksgiving fallish theme. But it is just super pretty, and it's definitely worth a pickup. So hi. Yeah. So yeah. Poof, and boom, we're from glamour to this. Hello. Yeah, so the last clip that I was going to do was talk about Mel's bundle. Unfortunately, that clip was never recorded. I'm so sorry. I'm holding my phone, so I'm trying not to shake it too much. But anyway, I really do apologize, guys. I'm so sorry. But, and I know Mel she's got to be laughing at me. She's like, of course, when it comes to my palette, it's like, you forgot to record it. But, it's like, which is just something we recreators do all the time. We'll think we're recording and we're not. And then I had no idea until I started editing that I was like, where's my last clip? I can't find it. Anyway, to make a long story short, it's not here. It's not available. So you know what? And I was like, well, maybe I should just wait and try to figure it out. And I was like, no, I'm going to get this stuff to you guys because I'm already like a little behind on some of my material because I've got so much coming out and I'm trying to get it all done. So anyway, with that said, Mel's bundle is amazing. If you guys have not tried Sydney Grace's formulas, they're absolutely stunning. They're really beautiful. They're smooth. They're creamy. They're satiny. They're just gorgeous. It's just a beautiful bundle. I really do would suggest that you go over to Sydney Grace and just look at what they have. Check out some of their singles. Even if you don't want to buy the whole bundle, you can buy them individually, or you can buy little shadows here and there, or try like 2 or 3 of their shadows and see if you like them. I think they're like $8 a piece, but they're really beautiful and they are worth the money, and it is worth your time if you want to go over and check it out. I don't know if Mel's bundle is available again still. I know that at one time it was coming back in stock again. I have not looked over at the site to see if it still is or not, but I know that she also has a Tiny Marble palette as well, so if you wanted to check that one out, that might be better. But I do know that the proceeds of the bundle goes to her family, so just keep that in mind as well. But with that said, guys, that's it. That was it pretty much for the video. So anyway, be safe, be strong, be proud, stand tall, love yourself. Remember to tell somebody that you love them today. And also remember to be kind to somebody today. A little kindness can go off a long way. And remember to smile and laugh, because this is the time of year where we have to have joy in our hearts. Remember to have a goodwill towards men. Try to keep, especially if you're working, or if you're in retail, and you're around people that are in retail, try to be kind to people. You know the drill, but just try to keep a little kindness in your heart. And sometimes that's easier said than done, but yeah, but try. But anyway, have a good rest of your day, guys. Take care. I love you. Mwah. Bye.